portrait drawing and trying out Panpastel. Also using bristle paper for the first time with a portrait. Everything here is new except for my old pencils. First I sketched out her basic shapes, her face, her features, her hair, and a little bit of her clothes. The dude at the store was really nice, but he recommended some blending tools and I couldn't use them. They were like eyeshadow sponges, but I had more luck using brushes, really soft brushes that I had. And I ended up trying to fix everything with the pencils afterwards. I'm probably not doing it right. But I had fun anyways. I want to try them out. I've seen a lot of people use them and they do amazing things with them. But I just made a big mess. I like to do the whole drawing with all pencil instead of blending, and then at the end I can fine-tune it with blenders, but I think it looks a lot nicer and more professional and tight if you use all pencil or graphite. Also, pick a certain area, about 2 inches each, and work on them one at a time. Get all the detail down. Use your photo as reference if you have one, and keep working on it until it looks like the picture. Keep your work protected with another piece of paper so you don't smear it as you go. I've also seen people wear gloves, vinyl gloves, as they're working. Fill each section as you go, probably about 80 or 90% saturated with the graphite. And then when you're all done covering the whole picture, you can go back and fine-tune it. And you don't want to oversaturate the paper. You don't want to overwork it. You just gotta pay close attention to what you're doing and just keep practicing, then you'll figure out when it's done or not. You can also spray it with a fixative. You can use a workable fixative so that way it doesn't smear and you can keep building it up. And make sure you use different shades of lead. Some people just use one shade and use different pressure. But you can also use all different shades of graphite pencils. And erase as little as possible. just take your time so you don't have to go back and try to erase it. The only real close to black that you really want to do is the pupils. And then maybe a little bit of the crease where the lips touch. And then some of the eyelashes, but everywhere else you would just want to stick to grays. And when I'm drawing the eyebrows, I do each individual hair. And you should learn the hair pattern, the way that it grows, and then shade them in. And here I'm trying to use the Panpastel. It's kind of cool to cover a large area, it goes faster. But it's still, I'm not used to it like I am with the pencils. Try to make the nose look three-dimensional. There should sort of be a sphere at the tip of the nose, and then on the sides next to the nostrils. I'm brushing all the hair with the Panpastel, which is cool, it goes a lot faster. Try to get all the different shades and shadows and show the curls. Here I sprayed a matte fixative before I started lining, workable fixative. I started sketching the little rosebud in my sketchbook just for practice, and then later on I ended up redrawing it around my grandma and and then I added another one, and then I added her name. And the roses I used the references off of RoseRef on Instagram. They're all pretty cool on that site. So here it is on the picture. It looks a little too big, but once I put in the other full bloomed rose and the script, it looks a lot better. And putting shadows around the pearls. I added her name also. and hope you learned something.